5. Kaze no Stigma. Kazuma Yagami is a user of Fuijutsu, the ability to control the wind. He returns to his old home, the noble Kanagi household, after being banished 4 years ago for his inability to control fire and his subsequent defeat in a duel at the hands of his younger cousin, Ayano Kanagi. Returning after such a brutal exile already gives rise to many conflicts, but to make matters worse, several Kanagi family members have recently been murdered with Fuijutsu. This leads the Kanagi family, including the hot-headed Ayano, to suspect Kazuma as the culprit. Now, Kazuma must not only clear his name, but also aid the family he shares a mutual hatred with in order to discover the true identity of the killer. Number 4. Goblin Slayer. Goblins are known for their ferocity, cunning, and rapid reproduction, but their reputation as the lowliest of monsters causes their threat to be overlooked. Raiding rural civilizations to kidnap females of other species for breeding, these vile creatures are free to continue their onslaught as adventurers turn a blind eye in favor of more rewarding assignments with larger bounties. To commemorate her first day as a porcelain-ranked adventurer, the 15-year-old priestess joins a band of young, enthusiastic rookies to investigate a tribe of goblins responsible for the disappearance of several village women. Unprepared and inexperienced, the group soon faces its inevitable demise from an ambush while exploring a cave. With no one else left standing, the terrified priestess accepts her fate until the Goblin Slayer unexpectedly appears to not only rescue her with little effort, but destroy the entire goblin nest. As a holder of the prestigious silver rank, the Goblin Slayer allows her to accompany him as he assists the Adventurers Guild in all goblin-related matters. Together with the priestess, high elf, dwarf, and lizard man, the armored warrior will not rest until every single goblin in the frontier lands has been eradicated for good. Number 3. Irregular. At Magic High School in the dawn of the 21st century, magic, long thought to be folklore and fairy tales, has become a systematized technology and is taught as a technical skill. In First High School, the institution for magicians, students are segregated into 2 groups based on their entrance exam scores. Blooms, those who receive high scores, are assigned to the first course, while weeds are reserve students assigned to the second course. Mahaukaku no Redise follows the siblings, Tatsuya and Miyuki Shiba, who are enrolled in First High School. Upon taking the exam, the prodigious Miyuki is placed in the first course, while Tatsuya is relegated to the second course. Though his practical test scores and status as a weed show him to be magically inept, he possesses extraordinary technical knowledge, physical combat capabilities, and unique magic techniques, making Tatsuya the Irregular at a magical high school. Number 2. Beyond the boundary. Mirai Kuriyama is the sole survivor of a clan of spirit world warriors with the power to employ their blood as weapons. As such, Mirai is tasked with hunting down and killing Yamu, creatures said to be the manifestation of negative human emotions. One day, while deep in thought on the school roof, Mirai comes across Akihito Kambara, a rare half-breed of Yamu in human form. In a panicked state, she plunges her blood saber into him only to realize that he's an immortal being. From then on, the two form an impromptu friendship that revolves around Mirai constantly trying to kill Akihito in an effort to boost her own wavering confidence as a spirit world warrior. Eventually, Akihito also manages to convince her to join the literary club, which houses 2 other powerful spirit world warriors, Harumi and Mitsuki Nace. As the group's bond strengthens, however, so does the tenacity of the Yamu around them. Their misadventures will soon turn into a fight for survival as the inevitable release of the most powerful Yamu, Beyond the Boundary, approaches. Number 1. Noragami. Stray god. In times of need, if you look in the right place, you just may see a strange telephone number scrawled in red. If you call this number, you will hear a young man introduce himself as the Yado god. Yado is a minor deity and a self-proclaimed delivery god who dreams of having millions of worshippers. Without a single shrine dedicated to his name, however, his goals are far from being realized. He spends his days doing odd jobs for 5 yen apiece until his weapon partner becomes fed up with her useless master and deserts him. Just as things seem to be looking grim for the god, his fortune changes when a middle school girl, Hiyori Aiki, supposedly saves Yado from a car accident, taking the hit for him. Remarkably, she survives, but the event has caused her soul to become loose and hence able to leave her body. Hiyori demands that Yado return her to normal, but upon learning that he needs a new partner to do so, reluctantly agrees to help him find one. And with Hiyori's help, Yado's luck may finally be turning around.